Hey, it's Josh, and you're listening to The Other Show. Spencer, do you know what is the worst?
I-15 rush hour?
Well, yes, absolutely. But it's specifically when you're driving along on the freeway and you get behind one of those trucks. Like specifically one of those dump trucks, right?
Oh, yeah.
And before you can get out from behind that dump truck, one of those rocks from the back of the truck slings up, hits your windshield, and boom, you got a chip, right? I absolutely hate it. Now, if you're like me, you watch that chip gradually grow from a little chip to a whole long crack that just goes along that whole windshield. I hate it. I hate dealing with it. I hate looking at it. It's just such a hassle.
Luckily, you can use our friends at Ashby Agency and Associates. They're backed by American Family Insurance, and they can help you with that crack.
Thank you.
AmFam offers $0 comprehensible deductibles, which means there's no out-of-pocket cost for that windshield. Additionally, you can customize your discount based on how you drive and save as much as 20% on your auto insurance with Drive My Way. And for the most savings, bundle your home or renter's policies with your auto, camper, umbrella, ATV, UTV, motorcycle, boat, snowmobile, business, and even life insurance policies. Let the insurance advisors at Ashby Agency and Associates help you save today.
Call Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 385-383-3117. Again, that's 385-383-3117. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. We're really going to have to work on that last part. Recording on that one.
I kind of wish we were, but we don't want an E rating again.
No.
Every week.
Oh my gosh, guys. I just
sounds serious.
Message.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a text message from my grandma.
Okay.
Wait.
She passed away in May. March? Yeah, May. She passed away in May.
Is it? I mean, I guess I can't. It's been too soon. I can't really joke about the spookiness of it, given that it's October.
I mean, how convenient.
Well, here's the thing. She just texted me. U.S. expands probe into Ford engine failures, including 2 motors, nearly 709,000 vehicles. I drive an F-150.
Okay.
Like, is this like some sort of like warning?
I think so. Have you seen Poltergeist? Okay, I can't even joke about this. It feels too wrong to even joke about it.
I actually have seen Poltergeist, believe it or not. I was forced against my will, but I did see it a couple years ago.
There's a grandma that looks out for the girl in the show.
Well, here's the thing. We discovered this, like, eerily discovered this. My sister pointed it out. My sister, Mikkel, Rick's wife. There's not been a Myers man going back 3 generations that has lived past 65.
Really?
Oh, you're never going to retire then.
This includes 3 uncles, my grandpa,
okay,
his grandpa, like my great-grandpa. And now I'm getting this text about like Ford engine failures.
What?
That is like Poltergeist and Final Destination as well.
I'm 99% sure it's my mom using my grandma's iPad.
Okay. Like she was scrolling through Facebook or something or Yahoo. She saw that news story and just sent it over. She can't do that though. She can't do that. That's not okay.
No, it's not okay. Like, just change the iTunes ID, right?
You would hope so. But Spencer, what if it's your grandma looking out for you? Will you take care of yourself?
Well, yes. No, I'm going to start taking care of myself. Like, Stephanie and I just bought a whiteboard so we could track our exercise and, like, hold each other
but with the Ford
accountable.
F-150 or whatever.
I mean, exercise is not going to keep you safe from that.
So, are you going to reach out to your mom and be like, Mom, did you send this? And what if she says no? Then what, Spencer?
I'm driving the Corolla tomorrow.
I would just do that regardless.
Honestly, me too.
I'm working from home.
That's a good idea anyways.
And if my boss asks me why, I'll be like, the spirits told me.
Hey, I sometimes I have to listen as well to like these thoughts of danger because like when I go hiking, I went hiking the other day. You know, the weather's starting to get pretty bad.
Whoa.
No, hold on. Hear me out.
You hike?
Yeah.
No. Since when do you hike?
I've been hiking all summer long.
Yeah, haven't you? Didn't you see all of
Spencer.
his pictures from Hawaii?
Red Dead Redemption 2 does not count.
Didn't you see all of his pictures from Hawaii? He was hiking.
You do realize I've been to Maui. Those hikes are on a paved trail, and they're less than a quarter mile. That's not a hike. That's a brisk walk.
Kauai, and it was really high, and I fell on my butt and got my shorts covered in red mud, and so that counts. But that was actually pre outdoorsy, Kent. I really turned a new leaf here, and it was the beginning of summer. Honestly, it was like May, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'm out here. I consider myself indoorsy. People / women don't like indoorsy people. I think we all do deep down inside. I think we all want someone we're comfortable with just to like relax with. Mm-hmm. But in order to reel people in, I need to be what they call outdoorsy.
So essentially what you're doing is you have realized finally, to be honest with you.
Okay, go on.
That
hold on.
that every like profile, Mutual, Tinder, Bumble, whatever, every guy is obligated to say that they love the outdoors. So essentially you're getting enough pictures of you outdoors to fool the girl.
Wait. No. So instead of actually just for exercise, I'm doing it to fool people, to deceive them?
Yeah, because then as soon as you get comfortable in the relationship, you're going to be sitting on the couch making out. Let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
No, he said he turned a new leaf. So what's this leaf's name?
I don't even know what that means. No, look.
Oh, you know what it means.
Like, and Josh, I hear what you're saying on these profiles. In fact, like I'm not going to say most, but a lot of guys, there's that cliche where they will show out the outdoorsy pics where it's like, here's the dead fish I caught. Here's the dead elk I shot. And so it's a lot of that, or it's...
That gives me an idea.
Which is?
Okay, you know how they like social media influencers can like take pictures on fake airplanes?
Yeah.
I'm going to get like fake fish, fake deer.
No.
And like set up
photo
I'm
shoots.
Saying
that's a bad thing.
He's coming after you, man.
Like
No.
I get it. We're in Utah, right? And where like that kind of stuff is okay. It's mostly, conservative leaning state, but I don't think women like dead animals in pictures. Generally.
Look, no. It doesn't need to be dead. Here's the thing. Like I have access to a farm. Like
no, I'm not going to have a cow lick my hand.
That's sending the wrong message.
Yeah, and you'll be our first model. We'll charge, I don't know, like $25
when
an
I said
hour.
outdoorsy, I put on a tank top and shorts and I hike for like 3 miles, okay? It's not going to be, this weird animal stuff. But no.
How short are the shorts?
I mean, short enough because,
you did go to Europe.
Yeah, no, short shorts are in style. So it's fine. No, but like I often go hiking by myself.
That's safe.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes when I hike, I go, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea. There's no one on this trail. Nobody knows I'm out here. And I'm just listening to music. So I can't even hear like a mountain lion sneak up on me or a cougar, which sometimes would be okay.
If you want a cougar, those are in Draper. Just hike the hills of Draper. I'm sure Zach Wilson's mom's out there.
She's waiting for you.
Yeah, but no, I hike. There's nothing wrong with that.
Just because you own a pair of lederhosen does not mean you need to go to the mountains and blow your horn. And that's not a euphemism.
Hey, look, no one's going to catch me if I'm by myself.
I'm not saying anything.
and I'm buying a paddleboard this Christmas.
Is that the summer sausage you're packing?
Oh my gosh. So look, this is the new me.
Would you like some of my trail mix?
What?
I'll help you turn over a new leaf.
I'm just looking for a moderate trail. That's all.
Did you put that on your mutual profile? Just looking for a moderate trail.
Yeah.
Do you want to go hike Mount Timpanogos with me next summer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, always
difficulty level. What are we looking at?
I don't know. There are mountain goats, and people look like they're happy when they're hiking up there.
No, that's just for the gram, right? People aren't really happy when they're doing that, but I will absolutely go.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting better. I don't like heights, right? And so if it's somewhere where we're walking on the side of a mountain, not a big fan. Mm-hmm. But anywhere that walks up like a stream or whatever.
Okay, so nothing like Angel's Landing or anything like that, I'm assuming.
I've never been, but I'm gonna. Oh, that's Southern Utah, right?
You actually.
Yeah.
No, you need a permit now.
Well, it's a permit or it's a lottery or something.
Yeah.
They're it's how they're curbing the death rate.
It's both.
Hold on.
It's not the death rate.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not the death rate. Not many people die there
Not
anymore.
many
Not since we
anymore.
broke the chains.
I think I'm going to go back to being indoorsy.
No.
There we go. Regular Kent is back.
Kent, I used to be really outdoorsy. And I mean,
What does that
really
mean to you?
outdoorsy. I went rock climbing, canyoneering, backpacking.
Oh, I hate all three of those things.
Same.
Yeah.
So trust me when I say you're an indoorsy man.
Well, but I'm trying to change that, right? I want to be in half decent shape.
I have been there. I have done that. And trust me, it's much happier on the couch enjoying the fall colors and peeping the leaves from your couch.
Fall colors, peeping the leaves. I open up my blinds and I'm spying on the leaves changing colors.
You said it.
As long as it's not leaves and as long as it's leaves and not people.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I'm going to continue this and we'll see. And then Josh, Timpanogos next year?
Yeah.
Why next year? Why are we waiting so long?
Well, because you have to have, there's a certain time that you have to do it, usually in July or August, because
okay,
there can be snow up there. This year, there was a lot of snow.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
wow.
you have to time it very well. And plus, I may have to bring my father-in-law along with me because he's done Timpanogos numerous times.
Yeah.
And he's been trying to get my wife to do it. She's never done it. But I've always wanted to hike Timp, and I've just never have had either the desire or drive to do it, just because I was road running and everything. But I'm
well, how about this?
Want to hit some trails.
We'll go, and I feel like you and I mean, I know you do marathons and everything, so you'll probably have a bigger lungs than I do. But if we stop every once in a while just to kind of take a break, I feel like we'll get along pretty well.
I got asthma, so we're good.
Okay, we're good.
What counter proposal?
Okay.
Instead of Timp, I know you're a big movie buff, Kent.
Yeah.
What about Ben Lomond?
Is that the hotel, the haunted hotel?
No. Ben Lomond Peak.
I don't know of Ben Lomond Peak.
Ben Lomond
Peak.
See,
I'm new to this.
Okay.
I do Adams Canyon. I do Dual Creek.
I love Adams Canyon. I actually
Elephant Rock.
Me and my friend in high school hiked up Adams Canyon barefoot. We got stuck.
What?
Yeah, we got stuck.
What? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, our other friend have to bring us shoes.
I will hike up Ben if you'd like me to.
No, Ben Lomond, because if you hike up Ben, that sounds like something completely different.
Oh, okay. I know this. Okay, count me in.
Okay, but do you know the story of Ben Lomond Peak?
Absolutely not.
No, I don't even.
Okay, so the Paramount Pictures logo, the original one, was drawn by a guy that grew up in Eden, Utah, and was based on Ben Lomond Peak.
Really?
Huh.
Yep.
Fun facts on the other show. The more you know. Okay, I think we actually have stuff to talk about today, right?
We actually
Yeah,
do.
because we've spent most of this episode talking about Kent's hiking fetish.
Fetish.
It is true.
You're
this is a means to just ending up on the couch making out. But,
Yeah, I'm outdoorsy to become indoorsy, okay?
He's outdoorsy just because he wants to turn over a new leaf, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what that means.
Don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Don't ask further questions then.
Okay, so for anyone that hasn't seen yet, we did a soft launch a couple days ago, but we're now officially going to describe what we're launching and what is going to be a big part of the other show verse.
Yes.
Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
The other verse?
Sure.
Yes. The OV.
Everything needs to be a verse.
The OV.
I don't know if that's good.
I don't know either.
But I feel like we can each take parts and kind of talk about it. But Josh, do you want to kind of lead in kind of the idea behind this?
Well, sure. Ever since we launched the other show back in January, almost immediately we had people asking if we were ever going to do a Patreon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there were certain goals, certain things that we wanted to hit, right? And we've hit them, but it was also finding the right time of doing it, right?
Yeah, and I feel like doing it for the right reason.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Because and I've, having done Patreon before, especially with Baconsale, it's not, hey, we're doing this and now there's this paywall and we're going to cut back on the show we already do and you can't get stuff unless you do the paywall. It's just going to add to what we do.
Yes.
That's why it's other show plus.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, we're a free podcast, right? And it's always going to be, but now we're just going to throw out some benefits
Yes.
out there. on top of what we already do.
Some perks. You can turn over another leaf with us if you want.
Whatever that means.
That's gonna be a tier.
Yes. Whatever that means to you, take it as is, right?
For $300 a month, you can turn over a new leaf with Kenny.
Yeah. I feel like that's illegal here.
Yeah,
Anyways.
that should be.
We are planning a Vegas trip.
I
knew this was going to get derailed pretty quickly.
Yes, it was going to get derailed. We were just asking for it. But no, so we had these goals. We had these benchmarks. And we had a timing that we wanted to make sure that it was right.
Mm-hmm.
October felt like the best time to do this. And honestly, even just with the soft launch, been floored just with the response. And so I guess what we probably should do is kind of talk about some of these tiers, some of these benefits and everything, and kind of go from there because we wanted to keep it simple. That was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Who wants to start with the first tier?
I could start.
Well, yeah, well, there's one tier per host. So choose whatever tier based on the host you like the most.
Oh.
Now I'm worried. Yeah, Josh, you go last.
Okay.
I'm like, let's get me out of the way. How about that?
There we go.
So obviously the theming for this, this is The Other Show, but we're calling it The Other Show Plus, right? I mean, but it's better than Disney Plus. Like, we're hoping that people actually care.
Yes.
And our quality will be good.
Everything is everything plus right now. You got ESPN Plus, you got the Jazz Plus, you have Kenny
Apple
Plus,
TV
you have
Plus,
The Other Show Plus.
Yeah.
Kenny Plus?
So,
oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So our first tier
that's my
called
private streaming service.
That's just between us, Spencer. So we're starting off, and it's Friends of the Show. That is the name of this tier, and it's $5 a month. So I'm just going to kind of read through these, and granted, this will kind of set the stage for the following tiers after this, because every tier will get these benefits, but it starts here. So just to kind of go down the list. So once again, Friends of the Show. So every new friend of the show supporter will get a one-time personal shout out on The Other Show. So kind of like, you may have heard on Baconsale or other podcasts where you're like, hey, we'd like to thank so-and-so for becoming a Patreon subscriber, supporter, a literally friend of the show. And so they'll get a one-time personal shout out. And then every Patreon supporter, including friends of the show, receive the weekly off-the-cuff pre-show. And this is kind of, now follow me here, it's the other show. And so this is like, we literally just did this before recording, where, sometimes we'll get on here and we'll be like, hey, our mic's working. That's great. But sometimes Spencer will say something really inappropriate and we'll get like more than normal.
Yes.
That's true.
Or I'll tell the story.
I don't have to talk to my bishop yet.
Yeah, right. But we should probably all do that. But or I'll tell the story and I'm like, hey, I'm not sure I want this to be on the actual show, but I'm just going to tell you guys. So we're just going to hit record.
Yep.
And sometimes they're going to be like, hey, I'm going to tell this weird news story. I don't know if it fits on the show, but I want to read it to you guys. Sometimes it'll just be ranting. We're just going to figure it out along the way. But we're thinking those will be 15, 20 minute just bonus shows.
Yeah.
And honestly, could be longer. We'll see. Could be shorter. So it's called the Other Show, and we're going to release those. I like this terminology because, we probably should, but nearly weekly. So, yeah. And then also we have this merchandising store called The Other Store Plus, and every patron member will receive access to that.
Yes.
And when you go to that, you can get merchandise sold at cost.
Yes.
And that's the real perk there.
And it's merch that is exclusively for the Other Show Plus. So it's nothing that you will find on our regular store. Just to make sure.
I mean, it could even be inside jokes from the other show.
Yes, exactly. And honestly, because
same quality.
Yeah.
If you are, contributing to our Patreon, please, I would love suggestions. It gives me something fun to make, in the middle of the night when I'm editing and need to procrastinate. Yeah. So,
okay. So, and for our final perk on Friends of the Show, after 3 months of support as a friend of the show supporter, you'll receive an exclusive The Other Show sticker. And these are things that we'll be working on throughout the year and probably every year, but you're going to receive 1 sticker at 3 months. And here's kind of the important thing. And this is something that like maybe a pet peeve with Patreon. Sometimes they don't like motivate people to sign up. Because sometimes they'll say, hey, what's your nickname? Right. And then you just sign up and it's fine. Right. But I would like to know, I mean, sure, you can use a nickname or your name or whatever, but make sure you have a proper shipping address. Because if we send you things like the stickers or maybe more, we would like to know that it's actually going to get to you.
Yes.
Because that's going to be part of the perks.
Yep.
And let us know that you got it too. Post some pictures.
Oh, please. Yeah, absolutely. So once again, the shout out you'll get once on a show. You'll get access to the Other Store Plus. You're going to get the other show episodes and a sticker after 3 months. Okay, I think that covers Friends of the Show.
Yes. Which will let me turn over a new leaf and run right into more than Friends of the Show.
I mean, I feel like I know what the title of this show is going to be called.
Stop turning your leaf, Spencer.
Oh, I'm picturing an image of like the leaves changing. It's going to be beautiful.
And I'm literally just picturing me in a leaf costume flipping around. Like
Jolly Green Giant. I get it.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, yeah. You just picked out my Halloween costume this year, Kent.
Honestly, it would be great.
Okay. So, more than Friends of the Show. This is $50 a month.
I like that title.
Yeah. More than just friends. Just kind of like me and you. And Josh. You will get everything that you get with Friends of the Show. So the one-time personal shout out, the other show, the sticker after 3 months. But more than Friends of the Show will also receive a monthly regular show length bonus episode focused on topics that you guys pick. So you'll be able to let us know what you want to hear, what kind of content you want to hear on this monthly full-length bonus episode. You'll also get access after 3 months to the sticker, and then after 6 months, you will get a t-shirt shipped directly to you. So there's no hassles there.
Yeah, and I think that's important to note. Like, we may reach out and be like, hey, you know, or do they pick a t-shirt? Actually, I want to know this. Do patrons that have this access, this tier, do they pick the t-shirt or do they tell us and we send the t-shirt to them?
So it is through Patreon. So Patreon has this feature where they will actually ship the shirt for us. It is one design.
Okay.
And we can decide how we want to do this. I would love, actually, not we, everybody in these tiers
involved.
Yeah. Because I have a couple of designs that I've been playing around with that I would love for us to vote on. You know,
so it's like a club shirt, basically.
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
exactly.
And you guys get a vote on what you want the shirt to look like. And maybe after a year, we choose a new shirt and we put the old shirt for sale in the Other Store Plus.
So it's like the Other Show Family Reunion, summer 2023, basically. That's kind of what we're making.
Yeah.
A one shirt a year for the club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And we can have these discussions on Patreon and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you'll get the exclusive sticker. You'll get the t-shirt, the shout out when you first sign up, monthly bonus episode, the other show, and access to that Other Store Plus, which again is at cost. It's costing us nothing. We make no money off that. Same quality as the other show.
And so that leads us to our last tier. This is our amply named Friends with Benefits.
And honestly, Josh, this tier has my favorite perk.
Is it have anything to do with turning a new leaf?
That's what I'm worried about. What am I signing up for here, Spencer?
No.
And for how little?
So this tier is $25 a month. And one thing about this tier, and before I go into the extra benefits and everything, we only have 12 spots on this tier. So it is very limited. But we did that because we want to use this tier as kind of
the board of directors.
A board of directors, people that hold us accountable. We
wanted to rip off Baconsale, but not tell anybody that it was actually a rip off of Baconsale's Bacon Council.
Hey, you said
it's pretty cool.
You said it.
Yeah. Respect.
But yes, like we really wanted to have a group of fans and supporters that had a voice and gave us true like great feedback. And so that's why we've limited it to only 12. So with that, you get everything that Kenny and Spencer have noted. Also, in addition to that, you will get every Friends with Benefit will have access to a quarterly live chat session with the three of us.
So you got to jump on a call with us, ask us questions.
Yeah,
and we'll make it fun.
Yeah, and you'll be on there with other members of the Friends with Benefits tier as well, and we'll just have fun, right?
And one time, Josh, we could probably get our significant others to be on that call, and they can ask them questions. So like Stephanie, Marianne, Joel can be there.
I was like, where's he going with this? Oh, okay, I see.
It's true.
I see how it is.
But I think this will be a lot of fun. I think the first one that we're planning on doing, we're working on, I believe, November for that. So we'll get more information on that here shortly. But then also, in addition to those perks and everything, you'll also get some merch as well. So during the first year of support, every Friends with Benefit supporter will receive something new every 3 months of their support.
Very cool.
After 3 months, you're going to get an exclusive sticker. After 6 months, you're going to get an exclusive T-shirt. Again, just what we talked about. We can vote on that and everything. After 9 months, we have another really cool exclusive sticker that I've designed. And then after 1 year, you're going to receive an exclusive hoodie. So we want to just kind of spoil this tier, really, because this tier is going to be invaluable in not just giving us feedback and support, but honestly, I mean, we're going to essentially report back to this tier and to every Patreon supporter of how we're using the funds of Patreon, which I think is a really important thing for us to even talk about here.
I mean, and honestly, full transparency, first and foremost, we don't expect much. It's really like price of hosting, right?
Exactly.
To even have got the podcast started, we just want to make sure that, like for someone like Josh, I know you're putting a lot into it, that just the podcast is able to keep going, that Marianne won't get so mad because you're putting all your money in.
Yeah.
So we really just want to keep the podcast going. We're having a great time doing it. And so really it is literally to keep the lights on.
And if you want us to do like giveaways or anything else like that.
Well, yeah. And we want to definitely give perks back, a lot more perks back to every patron. But we also want to make sure that funds are going in the right places to help continue to grow the show.
Yes.
Because we are growing, and it's been fun to watch ever since we launched.
And crucial to that is getting Josh a new car.
Is it?
Nope, no car payments with this.
Okay.
Full transparency, no car payments with what we're doing.
I'm like, wait a second. I just sold the Mini Cooper.
No, we want to get you something practical like a Wienermobile.
Oh, yeah, super practical.
This is true, but that's not going to fit in my garage. And that sounded way dirtier than it needed
to. I'm confused. I like how we start off with an inappropriate joke. We wrap up Patreon stuff with Spencer's inappropriate jokes.
Yeah.
It's only right.
But seriously.
That wasn't my inappropriate joke. That was Josh's.
Okay. It was Josh's.
I walked right into that one, man. Oh. Anyway, no, we're excited about this. We're excited about where this is going. We also, and we will talk more about this probably here and definitely on Patreon, because we do have goals for more perks in the future.
Okay, so if anyone has questions, definitely we're all on social media. Definitely ask us.
Yes.
And also, just let us know. And let us know how your experience is as well.
No guarantees on the accuracy of my answers.
Never.
But
I
no,
may accidentally pimp out Kenny.
I know.
Yeah.
You already have, by the way. So,
but anyway,
that wasn't accidental.
Anyway, if you want to join our Patreon campaign, there are two easy ways that you can do this. You can go to patreon.com/the other show, or there's a link in the show notes. There's a link in pretty much all of our socials, in the other group, and whatever. And please, again, ask us questions if you want to know what some of our future goals are, whatever. Ask us, and we're going to also talk about it on Patreon as well. But we're excited. We do have a other show sitting there waiting for everybody who joins right now. So,
and the most important perk here, and the important thing for everyone to remember, because even if you just listen, like we love you.
Mm-hmm.
We love that you just hearing us banter and like you join in on the conversation. But we promise that we're not going to dedicate half of every episode to reading Patreon names. I think that's the most important perk to remember. I think as much as we want, you guys to be a part of the show, we're not going to just soil the entire show with names.
Right. And I should say this because I did fail to read it off when I was going through the perks for the Friends with Benefits. The Friends with Benefits, not only will you have your name read when the first episode after you join, but you will at the end of every episode. So
in a quick manner.
In a quick manner, exactly. So
we've heard some feedback, so we just want to make sure.
Yeah,
okay,
that actually was like the number one thing that everybody asked us not to do. So anyway,
okay. So we've got the official stuff taken care of. We have so many phone calls.
Oh yes, we do.
So many phone calls. Can we get started?
Let's do it.
Yes.
Hey guys, this is Rick. I don't have a comment, question, concern, or any of that, or a shout out. Mostly I need Josh and Spencer to talk me off a ledge here. And I guess this isn't really for Kenny since he's not a sports guy. Anyway, if you guys have been watching LSU football lately, and I know Spencer has because I was at his house on Saturday, LSU defense is killing me right now. It is probably the worst, if not one of the worst defenses in the country, with an elite offense that could take that team to the national championship. So this must be how you guys feel as BYU and Utah fans with not great offenses, but really good defenses. Oh, and to add insult to injury, my 9-year-old Cam, his football team is not great right now. They got pretty beat up on Saturday as well, like 34-6 or something like that. So anyway, I just need to get talked off the ledge here. Just need to feel a little bit better about myself and about my football team. Tell me it's going to be okay. Tell me that they're going to find a way to make it work. Tell me that LSU is going to get in the playoff and that things are going to work out. They're going to win the national championship. I need to hear that. Tell me that Cam's team is going to win the rest of their games. They're going to win the Little League 8-year-old championship, and then things are going to be fine. That's what I need to hear right now for my psyche before I go off and do something crazy like give up football forever. Anyway, you guys are awesome. You guys are great. I love listening to the show, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Do you want me to lie to you, Rick? I feel like this is a question for Kent.
Yeah, yes. I can't speak to this at all. No, don't make me do this.
Did you say you can't speak to this?
No, here's what happened. Rick says, "Hey, it's Rick. Something sports," and I went, "Huh? What? Football? LSU?" He said LSU.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
And then I glazed over.
And then there was
not because it's Rick, because it's sports,
right? But I was waiting for you to recommend like a good sports show, like Little Giants. You know that would be good for Cam.
Okay.
And maybe Cam's team will beat the Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, Rick, I don't have anything to add to this conversation. I mean, I honestly really don't care about Utah or BYU.
We could talk about something similar, like a loss. Kent, do you want to share any dating stories?
That's where you want me to go with this?
I don't know.
No, this is on you guys.
I think we should.
I can't lie to my brother-in-law. That's his wife's job.
Yeah. I think we should go to the next call.
Hey guys, this is Corey Tanner. Just giving you a call. I was going to audition to take Kenny Kent. Either way, I am your guy. And, that's the whole reason why I am calling is because I've had a podcast in the past, and I just knew that, nobody else needs to call because I'm your guy. So, sorry, Kenny. I love you and everything, but you're done.
So Corey, I'm not sure what to say, but I'm going to say this: you're 2 weeks late or 6 months too early. Okay, you're 2 weeks late.
Whoa. 6 months too early.
Well, just hear me out. I went on a trip, and obviously you guys tried to replace me, and I came roaring back because I got a little hurt that you guys tried to replace me, like I'm Spencer or something. Mm-hmm. And then, and I'm not going on my next trip for another 6 months. And so, call back in 6 months, or maybe we can save that voicemail.
What month are you going?
Do you have dates for that yet?
Wait, do you want to know my? Yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be Amsterdam or Belgium. It's probably where I'm going.
No, what's the dates?
April something.
Oh, okay,
why?
Never mind. Well, no, because I'm going to need paternity in February.
Okay, I said,
you're not leaving me alone.
Like I said, Corey, call back. We may need you, but it's just you're too late or too early. But I'm sure these guys would.
No, he did have a point. You are done.
He did say I'm done, and that was clever. Corey, don't replace me, please.
Hey guys, this is Annika, and I have a few things I want to say. So one, this is for Kenny mostly, because he taught it to me. So I tried the Creepy Pinky. It worked in my relationship. I told you that whole story. Well, me and my boyfriend did break up, but the Creepy Pinky does actually work. And I actually have been telling people at my high school about it, and I actually got one of my guy best friends too on his girlfriend, and it ended up working great for them, and it's actually becoming a thing around Murray, so it's awesome. Now, the next thing, there's this guy that I like, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it, because I really like him, but I don't know how to flirt. I don't know how to break the ice. I don't know what to do. And I need some advice on this, because the other day, we were in a classroom with each other, working, hanging up flyers. There was just the two of us in the classroom, and it was total awkward silence and everything, because the last time we had seen each other, we kissed. And so it's just, really awkward now, because I've hardly talked to him, but I've kissed him, and so now it's just where do I go from here? So I need some advice on exactly what to do. How do I break the ice? How do I flirt? How do I ask him out? What do I do? Thanks, guys. You're the best.
Kent, the last time you were big in high school, Ferris Bueller's Day Off was in theaters.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to share icebreakers. When I was dating, I was a young single lad in his late 20s. My favorite icebreaker, and you can try this, Hanukkah, text him a picture of a boat and ask, hey, do you know what this is? And it's an icebreaker, an icebreaker boat.
Oh.
And you're married.
I am married.
Yeah, Spencer, you know what? Terry Finley, Annika's mom, actually left a message as well. It's kind of related to this. So let's listen to that.
I have a lot to say, but we'll listen to Terry's message first.
Hey guys, this is Terry Finlay calling, the mother of Annika. I was just listening to her call you guys in, and seriously, she really needs some good advice from men on what to do to talk to other boys, to break the ice. She's only had this one boyfriend who was kind of awkward with her, and they were friends before, but he didn't really know how to treat a girl on a date, open the door for her and that kind of stuff. So when she went on a date with a guy that was opening the doors for her, she was just kind of I don't know what to do. And But, you guys are grown men, and you could probably help her out a little bit. She's going to be turning 18 in a couple of months, so she might go sign up for Mutual because she really needs some dates, and she needs to know what to say to break the ice so there's not that awkward silence. You guys know that. And by the way, from her calling in saying that she had kissed that one guy and then there was awkward silence, it was because she became a true Spartan at the high school. Okay? So don't think it was just like this weird random kiss that she had. It was like a fun homecoming experience. She became a true Spartan for her high school, and so now she's like, I don't know what to say to the guy. But anyways, you guys are wonderful. Thanks for all you do. Love your show. Love you guys. And I sound really raspy because I lost my voice at the concert the other night that I went to. So, have fun, you guys. Just give her good advice. Thanks.
Now, before we get to the advice section of the other show, which is what people listen to us for,
Yes.
they want to listen to three middle-aged men, not Spencer. 80s kid Spencer. They want to listen to our advice. But before we get there,
who's married here?
Oddly, me.
I'm bringing Joel to all my events. He's my significant other. Okay,
The plus one.
Anyways, he's my plus one. So let's talk about the creepy pinky real quick. Now, the creepy pinky it's a joke, right? It's farce. It shouldn't work. And to hear Annika tell me, we were actually at a ghost investigation last month, and to hear that it actually worked blew me away. Because Spencer, as you know, like in high school, like I've talked to you guys about this, I wasn't the coolest kid. And then all through college, I wasn't the coolest guy. But I had these moves that did break the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the creepy pinky and it was the claw. And I've always kind of brought these up as they never worked for me, especially the claw. And you guys know about the claw.
Yeah, no, the claw worked for me.
The way I'm thinking of the claw is I'm thinking of, isn't it Liar Liar? When Jim Carrey's like, it's the claw.
No, it's Toy Story.
Okay.
The claw giveth and the claw taketh.
I mean, it does take it.
Claw.
No, the claw is. Okay, I'm going to show you guys right
Okay.
here. We're at a movie. Okay, Josh, you and I are at Cocaine Bear.
Yes.
And I Cocaine Bear too, because that's what we're going to go see.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been like, kind of given you, I've like broken the touch barrier. I've touched your arm, stuff like that.
This was actually
And
what we did during Cocaine Bear 1.
Yeah, true story. And then I'm like, I really want to hold Josh's hand, hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Marianne. I'm just using Josh as my example.
I'm into it.
I put my arm palm up on the shoot. Why is my brain not working?
On your thigh?
No, it's
You can put it on your
armrest.
Yeah, you can put it on your thigh. You can put it on the armrest, but you put it palm up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're holding your arm almost like you're holding a goblet,
Mm-hmm.
and you are placing your fingers far enough apart so that someone can fit their fingers right in between yours, and then you're holding hands. It's never worked, okay? And so then I describe the creepy pinky, or creeping pinky, if you will, where you have your hand on your legs saying, my body language is open, I would like to hold hands. But sometimes you're sitting next to each other, they don't see it. So your pinky starts crawling down the side of your leg.
It's kind of like It from Addams Family.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
and then it just kind of starts grazing the other person's leg, and you kind of place it there, and usually people will take the bait. You would hope. And apparently this worked for Annika, and I love that it spread to the high school, because I feel like I have a legacy now. And now I can retire.
You have
And
2
be a-
kids.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
your legacy.
The creepy pinky is my legacy.
I hope your kids don't listen.
Sorry, girls.
I hope your kids don't listen to the other show.
They're not allowed.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's-
Anyways, okay. Now let's get
Your
to the
girls are
advice
gonna
now that
be
we're
like
past.
Nobel Peace Prize winners, and you're still gonna be like the creepy pinky.
Blue's a good therapist, by the way, if they need one.
Okay. Now let's get to the advice that people want to hear from us. Absolutely. Okay. I'll jump in real quick.
Okay.
So obviously, like, it's kind of like, it's a kiss, but it's not a real like romantic kiss if you become a true Spartan or a true Aggie, right? Except that literally the greatest touch barrier has been broken, right? It is okay. Like, as we are kind of talking about listening to the call, the ice has been broken. It's just, is it awkward now to try to turn that into anything else? Right? Because it could almost become a friend zone sort of thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is how you go beyond that level. And I feel like that's kind of what we need, is like, what would Annika say to this guy that she's already kissed, but it was like a traditional kiss rather than a I like you sort of kiss? What do you guys think?
You can ask him how much he thinks about the Roman Empire.
Oh gosh.
I mean, he's getting that question anyways.
Yeah.
Because he's a true Spartan. Is that why?
Yeah.
Or that's Greek. But yeah.
She could go up to him in the halls and kick him in the chest and be like, "This is Sparta."
Again, why are you coming to us for advice? I mean, I met my wife at Disneyland, and it really helped that Marianne was very forward. And maybe that's my advice: is just be forward, right? I mean, I did not pick up on a lot of the cues and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like I need to go wake up Stephanie or go grab Marianne to be
because they're better advice.
At this. Yeah, our advice is going to be, hey, send pictures of boats.
Well, and Annika knows my wife really well. You know, my wife was her dance teacher. She knows how forward Marianne is, and so I think honestly, it's just do it, right? I think if it's something that you want and you want to going for the kiss or whatever.
But that's so easy to say, right? Because confrontation is it's hard for me, and I know it's hard for a lot of people out there. Yes, just do it. But I think it's the way you do it. I think you have to be as meta as you can.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're risking awkwardness here.
Oh,
but you've already kissed, and so you bring attention to that. You're like, hey, we should actually go see this movie. Hey, we should actually go to this pizza place or whatever, or be like, I know we started backwards and we kissed. I just think it would be fun to actually earn the dinner that I got that I should have got before the kiss or something like that.
Yes.
Call it right out.
And and honestly, Murray Park is a great place to go at night.
No, it's not.
Just go.
Josh,
just make sure you're out by 10.
You cannot tell teenagers to go to the park at night.
No, you can't, because the police are very good about kicking you out at 10 p.m., regardless of how old you are, even if you're in your 40s. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, Josh.
Even after you're married.
No, I'll second what Kent said, though. Embrace the awkwardness. When you stop playing games is when you win.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So
that got real deep.
Yeah, well, it's true.
No, it's challenging though, right? Because in high school, I didn't really go on dates. I went to school dances, and I know that school dances do give you that leeway to say, "Hey, I know we're not probably going to be in a relationship, but will you go to the dance with me?" If there is an opportunity like that, take it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Or if kids are different now and they actually go out or they hang out, I think it's okay to actually, bring up the kiss early. Because it's already happened. And it doesn't mean there may be another, but at least you have the open invite to actually spend time together. Spencer, yes.
Major warning. Annika, don't get on Mutual. You don't need that yet.
Oh, yeah. That was another part.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up as well.
There's people on there talking about turning over new leaves and hiking.
Fifth time.
Kent's on there.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. Don't go to Mutual. And I tell this to all my newly divorced friends. Don't go on any dating apps for a while because you're like, this is fun. And you guys remember, I talked about this. You guys have been on dating apps. We've all been there. And your hope for humanity and love is kind of dashed really quick.
Mm-hmm.
And so why do that to yourself when you're 18?
Well,
don't do it yet.
And if you have social circles,
yes,
focus on the social circles, right? You're in high school, enjoy it. And focus as much as you can on in-person, one-on-one.
Look, we're in Utah. I'm going to give you some very Utah-specific advice. Okay?
The spirit goes to bed at midnight.
No.
Back rubs in the front room lead to front rubs in the back room.
Wait. No, spooning leads to forking.
This is all good advice.
Yeah,
all good advice. But not what I'm going to say.
We heard in Provo once. Yeah.
Right. No. Okay, so here's my advice. Everything in life comes in stages. Right now, you're in high school. Don't try to jump ahead to Mutual. Don't try and jump ahead. Finish high school. Have fun in high school. Date people in the high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're done with high school, go to the singles ward. Meet people there. Expand your social circle there and put yourself in environments and opportunities where you can meet new people and where you can go on dates.
Or find a job that is more age appropriate, right? Where you may find guys.
And then my last advice is if you get to your late 20s, 28, 29.
It's not a death sentence, especially here in Utah, believe it or not.
And you were seen that time tick down to the mid-singles ward in the triage unit, crash a car, move home, get on Mutual then, and then you'll meet your spouse. Worked for me.
Aw. That's kind of
That's what
sweet.
you're missing. Kent, you need to crash a car.
And then move home again?
Or get hit by a car.
Wow, wait, you guys. This is all making sense.
I mean,
I'll be right back. I'm going to go drive recklessly. But yeah, and then as far as like people opening the doors, I know this is kind of just an aside compared to all the dating stuff, but if people open the doors, obviously walk through them because I feel like that is just kindness. Sometimes it's not even romantic. Sometimes it's chivalry. Sometimes it's common sense that people open a door.
Hope it's
and
not
you walk
always
through.
romantic. Otherwise, 90-year-old Sister App Ballas is going to think I'm flirting with her.
Yeah. So, but just take kindness for as it is. Don't read too much into things, but also if there's something you want, go out and take it.
Yep.
You know, but honestly, life is not a race. You'll figure it out.
Life is a highway, and you're going to ride it all night long.
I feel like we talked that to death.
Yeah, we did.
I hope we helped at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we just gave out a bunch of useless platitudes.
The other show.
We actually
Read
did.
in any Deseret book dating book. So
I feel like we could sell half of that conversation in vinyl that they could put in their kitchen, wall or something.
Actually, we should. Yeah.
it's available on the Other Store Plus.
We actually have one more phone call here, so let's take that
Okay,
really
good.
quick.
Hey guys, Brandon here. Hey, Spencer, I am here at the Angels game. One, wish you were here. Well, kind of. But secondly, I found your hot dog, and I'm just calling to, call you out because, like I said, yeah, I'll take 2 of those, please. Yeah, we'll call this Spencer dog. All right, well, got to get back to the game, have a little food, a little bit of fun. Love you guys. Bye.
Pixar, it didn't happen. I need to see pics of your
You're calling
wiener,
him out?
Brandon.
You're calling him out?
Yeah, I need to see pics of your wiener, Brandon.
Oh, Spencer. We each got the
just
E.
did.
Wow.
I'm still not convinced that you were actually at Angel Stadium, Spencer. I think you were at Dodger Stadium, and you got yourself a Dodger
wasn't.
dog.
I took pictures. at the stadium and
Mm.
sent them to you.
And, Angel Stadium does look kind of like Dodger Stadium at a
No,
different
there's
angle.
not a derelict mountain in Dodger Stadium.
No, well, whatever. Anyway.
I don't know what that means.
Anyway.
Okay. I feel like we've run the gamut here.
I think we have.
But we're excited to get everything started. We're excited to be doing the other show. It's just going to be us with more banter, more ranting. I hope you're excited. We're pretty excited. But yeah, and definitely give us a few more calls. We're going to give you more bad advice. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah, it's all we do, actually.
All right, with that, Josh, take us out.
Sure thing. You just listened to The Other Show with Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. The Other Show is produced by Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. Show design and auto editing by me, Josh Hansen. Sales manager, Spencer Myers. Please rate, review, and subscribe to The Other Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are found. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. To better connect with us and other fans of The Other Show, join our Facebook group, The Other Group. For past episodes, links to our other shows, and to shop for show swag, visit theother.show. The Other Show is generously supported by our friends of the show on Patreon, especially by our Friends with Benefits tier. These friends are contributing $25 a month or more. A huge thank you to KP Brown, the other Brit, Jonathan Vaskar, Mrs. Robinson, Brandon from Popfly Cards, and the one, the only, Chris Anderson. To become a friend of the show and to support The Other Show on Patreon, visit patreon.com/The Other Show. Contributors can receive both weekly and monthly bonus episodes, exclusive swag, along with other perks and benefits. Once again, visit patreon.com/The Other Show And remember, when you're not listening to me here, you can hear me on my other show, The Party in the Back.
You can hear me on my other show, Baconsale.
And you can find me turning over a new leaf on.
Hey, Kenny. Fortunately for you, I lost my voice enough that I can't participate. It would be really tough to edit the show. So, you survived one more week.